Hey, this is Dr. Infinity, and welcome to White Pill Media. Have a white pill on me. I've been playing a lot of Rune Factory 5 lately, and I thought I'd do a little review. This kind of breaks away from what I want to do with the channel, which is more of stuff I recommend, like movies or media that I enjoy that I want to share with people, or just something kind of funny. This is really more of a negative review. I guess I'll try to recommend some stuff at the end, to maybe people can check that stuff out. I've been playing Rune Factory 5 for a while now. I'm in like I guess the post game dungeon. I think there's only this one. It's the Ringbarth Maze. I just got to like the 5th level of it. But I have like over 100 hours in it, and I'm not really enjoying it, and I don't think I'm going to play anymore. So I guess just overall, I'll just start with how I kind of began with the series. I guess with just farm sims in general, I played Harvest Moon and Another Wonderful Life on the GameCube, and that was, I guess, my introduction to these types of games. I never played a Rune Factory game before Rune Factory 4 on the 3DS, and I like that quite a bit. I ended up getting stuck at a certain point in the game where you kind of need this event to occur, and if it doesn't occur, you can't really progress. And I guess when I was younger, I just got pretty frustrated with it. Maybe I'm getting frustrated with it right now. It's the same thing. But I ended up putting it down and never finishing it. And I just don't really feel like it. Like, I could pick up the, I guess, special edition on the Switch. I don't want to. I don't care. I guess overall, Rune Factory 5, some of the complaints, I'm just going to kind of list them. This is just going to kind of be a brief video on it, or I'll try to keep it brief. But you got the 3D assets and all that. I know it's not the first 3D Rune Factory game, but a lot of the world, and just if you're just walking around, especially around the lake at the top, it just looks so cheap, just incredibly basic, where nothing is like detailed at all, and just so much of that when you're kind of just, if you're not just fast traveling everywhere, and even when you like get to places, it's just like a wide expanse of nothing, you know. It just looks so unpolished. I also don't like there's like a little pause or delay whenever you fast travel in battle. It can kind of lag a little bit, or I don't know if I would say stutter, but it's just little like performance issues with that, which I feel like really should have been ironed out by now. Other little shit that really bothers me is just stacking items in Rune Factory. It just feels so bad. Where nine is the max of an item you can stack in its slot. And once you've upgraded your bag a few times, that's it. You know, you can't just keep upgrading it and upgrading it. And it feels like you're just always running out of space, or at least I did. Being forced to just pick up, like select, drag it over, and drop it, I hate it. I really, really hate that. It's really annoying. Also, tell me if I'm just a fucking retard, but whenever I try crafting anything, like I have one of those black apples. I think it's called a measly apple. It was like from that griffin thing that only appears like once a year, and I got one of those. So I just have it stored in my fridge because I don't want to use it or anything. And whenever I try to craft something with an apple, it puts like the most valuable version of that item in the slot, so it always picks that black apple, and it's so fucking annoying, because like I'm just trying to make like a baked apple or some type of food to give to one of the townspeople, and I always have to switch it out every time. I hate that. I wish that all the chests weren't like connected. Like, here's this fridge over here. That's just for fish, and then I don't have to kind of scroll through the entire fridge menu. I know that you can like change it to like sort by whatever, but I still feel like that would be more efficient. I really don't care for that. Yeah, just the menu just feels too goddamn clunky. I don't like that food items can't stack. I sort of understand that, but like, could you just have like two? in each slot, or, make it like stacked to 3 so it's not like super overpowered, but it's just like, just for saving space, I think that's really dumb. Don't care for that. I'm at the part in the game where it's like, I think I'm level 170 or something, but just trying to upgrade some of the buildings to their final forms, and it's like you need like 2,000 pieces of wood and like 4,000 pieces of stone, and you're like, you're fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. I don't want to press B, press B, press B, press B, press B over and over and over to grind out for a fucking building. Like even if you just made like the price of stone and lumber like really, really overpriced, I would rather just grind for money than do that, than go harvest wood and stone in this way. I really don't like it. Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of stuck with some of the buildings. In Ringbarth Maze, I'm like two-shotting or better every single enemy in there except for the yellow dragons. And then I've gotten to the point where they're the blue dragons. And I only managed to get past them because you can just bring in like failed dishes or a disastrous dish and just throw it at it, and then it'll fucking die, But it's just, it just feels like I'm just grinding over and over and over. And I found the main story to be dog shit, or just really underwhelming. Same with the characters, And yeah, I just don't feel like grinding because I'm really not enjoying the other aspects of it. So Barth, it's the last thing to do. I don't really see that as like fun or interesting that you have enemies that are insane compared to the rest of the enemies on the floor. It's not comparable. And I know it's like get good, but it's like, you know what? I don't want to grind my forging level. I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like wasting just hours because I've already put in a lot of hours, just a bunch more hours just so I can make a weapon so then I can just crush those things and just run through the maze. Just not having fun with that. Okay. This is going to be, this is about the main story. And I know this is going to seem like really nitpicky or small, but do you guys remember like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or whatever? I think it was like Red and Blue Rescue Team, or maybe Gale of Darkness. I don't know. No, wait, Gale of Darkness. That was on the GameCube, I think. There's like a part in those games where like everyone thinks like you're a bad guy or whatever, and then like you get kicked out of the town and you're like on the run for a couple of in-game days or so. It feels like, that has some weight in the world, that really it has like an impact, and like do you know what I mean with that? Rather than in Rune Factory 5, it's Gideon is like a really generic villain, and he's like evil, and now Sneed is evil, and then we are now in opposition to Gideon, right? Okay. But nothing changes in Ringbarth or like the world around us. You know how you have those like Sneed agents that are NPCs that just kind of walk around and all that? They're present throughout the entire game, even during those sections when we have broken off from Sneed and we're in like open rebellion against them. Like, why are there Sneed agents just standing right there like nothing is happening, like nothing is going on in the world? How hard would that have been either to make them go away and then you just bring back these NPCs when, you win and you beat Gideon and whatever, Everlasting Darkness or some shit. It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? And I know that seems really small, but to me that's just like a sign of why couldn't you put in like 10 seconds of effort? Yeah, and even if you just had a little cutscene where like you had these NPCs standing around that are like, hey, we're with Sneed, but we've decided to side with you, so we're going to hang around that HQ. And you're like, okay, fine. And then you don't question it. Yeah, I know that seems really small, but that just stood out to me where it's like, you could have put in a little more effort and you chose not to. Another thing where it's just like, yeah, and just the enemies just really boring. Again, I didn't beat Rune Factory 4's story when I was a kid, but I assume that was the same with like Earthmates and some bullshit and yada yada yada, which is whatever, it's simple and good, but with here it just feels like, I don't like that after you beat Rune Factory 5 and like Gideon's defeated, the big monster's defeated, Like Livia never leaves that small little room. You never see her walking around town or doing anything, and you're like, why not? Why can't we see her walking around? Why can't we see her now, like, participating in the festivals? Or, yeah, just a little more interaction. That just feels really lazy and just cheap to me. I feel like you could do a lot more with it. I don't know. And the characters are, like, okay. I think they're okay. Like, Rune Factory characters, I guess, are, like, mostly one-dimensional, and probably if I think they were, like, really good in Rune Factory 4. I was a kid, so I probably think they're better than they actually were, and they're probably similar to, like, kind of one-dimensional they are here. But yeah, it just feels like you could expand on them, because it's just like, if you don't like these kind of archetypes, like, right off the bat, you're not going to enjoy these characters, because there's not going to be that much more to them than kind of your initial first impression. Whatever your first impression is of a character, that's who they are for the most part. At least that's what it seemed like to me. One thing. If people could tell me, because I'm characters, Lucy. Just, I heard that you can date multiple characters to get their dating events, so that you can, like, really raise their friendship level fast. Like, it's 16%, like, per date, and that's, like, fucking crazy to me. Because I'm just trying to do that, but it's like, it's just RNG, and it's just so frustrating, because it's like, oh, no, not this character, not this character, not this character. And then, it's just like, you bring them their favorite gift and a liked gift and, like, a neutral gift, and you invite them in your party for a few hours to raise it up, and you're like, wow, that really didn't raise up their friendship level a bunch. I'm going to have to do this for days and days and days just for these few characters. And it's like, I'm grinding these characters out, and I don't even really like them, so it's like, why am I playing if I don't like them, if I'm not having fun with it? I guess overall, maybe I thought it would, like, I don't know, I guess be, like, nostalgic for, like, Rune Factory 4 or so, but I feel like if I played Rune Factory 4, like, right now, I think I would enjoy it more. I feel like it was a bit better. Maybe the story was the same, but with that, I remember, like, the dragon lady, she leaves or whatever. I don't know, I think she died or something, and I think she comes back if you get that one event to trigger. But I'm like, oh, this is a character I kind of like interacting with, and now they're gone, and you felt something. But it's like, if Livia left, or, like, really the absolute majority of these characters were just, like, gone tomorrow, I wouldn't fucking care. A lot of the gameplay stuff, a lot of kind of how items work in your inventory, I find that really frustrating, and it just feels like poorly optimized, not necessarily on purpose, but it's just, you could have changed it up, You could have made it easier on the player. Just my biggest aggravation, and again, if I'm wrong on this and there is a way to fix it, please tell me. I don't know if I'm ever going to play more of Rune Factory 5, because I'm just kind of burned out on it, and I don't think I'm going to return to it. But the fact that when you craft something, it takes your most valuable version of that item, like, hey, it needs an apple. It's not picking a regular apple. It's picking the super rare apple, or something with a cloth and skin that needs it in a recipe, and it picks, like, the expensive rare version, because whatever the fuck, right? If there's a way to, like, change that, please tell me, because I guess I guess I'm just an idiot, but that just seems so fucking dumb. And I really hate the farm tools, where it's like, just trying to unlock the platinum tools. Like, I have the recipes and everything, but it's like 6,000 something, like, RP to do, and it's like, yeah, I'm at, like, 1,700 RP, and my forge skill is, like, the mid 50s or so. It's like, fuck it, that's not fun. I'm not gonna wait around for it. It's just too frustrating. It's just between, like, making the golden tools and then making the, I guess, end game tools, there's too much. It's way too much. It's just it's frustrating, really frustrating. So yeah, overall, I guess I kind of hate it, because I'm not really listing any of the positives, and I'm not really liking it. I really love in Stardew Valley You have that little trash can when you open your inventory, right? And you can just drag and drop shit in, and poof, it's gone. It's simple, it's clean, it's really efficient. Of course, I do play Stardew on the computer, so I find the controls like it's more smooth to use, I guess, than Rune Factory on the Switch. But yeah, I like Stardew overall, overall. But some of like the community center upgrades, they're just dog shit. They're really lackluster. I haven't played Stardew in a while, but like the mine carts are good. There's a few other like good ones, and then just some really really mediocre ones. You're like, why'd I bother unlocking it? Uh, that's it. I have some other videos on some other things, but I found Rune Factory 5 kind of disappointing, and just kind of, yeah, it just got frustrating, and just not having fun with it. That's it. I do some movie reviews and then some other stuff on my channel, and yeah, you can check those out if you want. Thanks.